Parler. Seems everybody wanted to go to Parler, and Parler got shut down. And we all heard about it, how it was deleted because of, tying on to Amazon's backbone and all that. That's the front story you hear about it. But there's also some more backstory that you're not hearing about Parler. And the only reason I know is because I got my eyes wide open. You're coming out of a tweet. Parler CEO, attorney drops company his website, goes offline Monday after Amazon, Apple, Google, and a slew of other companies took no action to offer them a platform. And I think it was recorded, don't quote me, where he was saying, oh, we'll have plenty of opportunities that want to pick up Parler. So you're going to go to the same people. It was the same thing that happened with Gab when it was riding on Microsoft's backbone. And Microsoft pulled the plug on Gab a long time ago, and everybody fell off Gab. So it's pretty tough for these guys to, go to the same people thinking that they're going to be able to put their stuff back up when they just unplugged them. But here's a little bit more meat to the story that really caught some people's attention when Parler donated $320,000 donated tied to Hillary Clinton. Parler directly tied to Hillary Clinton and deep state pals. According to the counterglobalist.news, Parler, managed by Clinton lobbyists and donors, gave $320,000. Parler is managed by the same lobbyist firm that donated over $320,000 to Hillary. So Parler, the donators to Parler, were all tied in with the deep state. They funded Parler. They made Parler what it is. So they were the ones that were setting it up, knowing damn good and well they could pull everybody off Twitter, drag them over to Parler. And then here was what the spooky part of the story is in order for people to get verified on Parler, you had to show them a copy of your driver's license and give up all your data. And if that's true, well, everybody goes scrambling over to Parler, and they just gave up all their data to Parler. Well played, Parler. That's how you can say Co-op 101. Now, here's an even better story. Now, some of you tech nerds will probably understand this way more than I will, but here goes. Here's a description of what went down according to some with far greater technical knowledge than me. So a group of developers latched onto the press release that Twilio put out at midnight last night. In that press release, Twilio accidentally revealed which servers Parler was using. Turns out it was all the security authentications that were used to register a user. This allows anyone to create a user and not have to verify an email address and immediately have a logged on account. Well, because of that access, it gave them access to behind the login box API that is used to deliver content. All content. Parlays, videos, images, user profiles, user information, etc. But what it also did was revealed which USERS, all capital letters, sorry about that, had administration rights, moderation rights. Well, when that happened, those user accounts had that administration right to the entire platform. The hackers, internet warriors, call it what you will, was able to use the forgot password link to change the password. Why? Because Twilio was no longer authenticating emails. This meant they get direct they get directly to the reset password screen of that administrator user. This group of internet warriors then used that account to create a handful of other administration accounts, and then created a script that ended up creating millions of fake administration accounts. Now that they had a way of creating admin accounts without interruption, they created a Docker image, basically a virtual machine, called a warrior that anyone could download, and when fired up, would immediately start collecting data off parlays in a coordinated fashion. Consider it like SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, that people used to load up as a screensaver when their computers were not being used. Same concept, crowdsourcing. All of this data, the videos, the images, the posts, the metadata, including the geolocation of all images and videos, and the connection to the accounts that posted it, had been, since midnight, being uploaded to various cloud drives and storage arrays for the purpose of archiving this information for later retrieval by law enforcement, by the public, by open source communities. And the kicker is this. All of this information was thought to be secure and private by individuals who were making the post. A significant number of those individuals went through the process of being a verified citizen, in quotes, on Parler. What does that mean? It means they uploaded a picture of the front and back side of their real state driver's license. Let that sink in for a second. I am positive the FBI has been actively soaking in this information along with the internet warriors, but this is how they are going to officially track down, and is how the FBI, DHS, and FFA have been able to immediately and exhaustively create no-fly list every verified attendee of the Capitol riot where they can find a real name has been placed on no-fly list. It might seem like a small geeky glitch or hatch, but in the age of information warfare, this is the silver bullet for the people who use Parler as a place to organize their efforts. Also, a lot of posts were deleted by Parler members after the riots on the 6th. Turned out, Parler didn't actually delete anything, just set a bit as deleted. Guess what has all access to all deleted content? Administrator accounts. Let that sink in. They created thousands of administrative accounts, and they were almost like watching each account, every account, with an administrative backdoor into that account. Brought to you by Hillary Clinton and gleefully promoted to have you run straight to. Now, Code Monkey Z came out a couple of weeks ago and he said Parler is compromised. As soon as he said that, I had an account, but it wasn't a verified account. It was just that, create something, but I never posted anything, and I deleted it immediately. So, what I'm telling you is, Parler has been compromised, and all those people that loaded up their personal information to get that little same thing like a blue check, they got checked. Know what's going on.